اوكي اوكي اكد ان الستريت اكد بس انه يقدر يحرك السلايدز. الكليكر.
Yeah. Okay.
If you need anything, we'll be out.
Yeah, no worries.
We'll open the live Zoom as well there.
Yeah.
So we can make sure
Yeah,
everything's right.
no worries.
Alright.
If you guys are here, if there's anything, we'll call you. But I don't think there's any challenge. We'll be. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
تليفونك عندك؟
Tell us when we are are we live?
Yeah, okay.
We're live. Oh, okay. Am I? No, right?
No.
No picture?
I can't see the slide also.
We're not live.
Recording might be a slides.
Ah, okay. All right.
Obvious recording شغالة.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all able to hear me. If there are any challenges in hearing me or seeing what we are presenting, please put a comment in your Zoom chat. Our technical team will take care of it. So we are already 6 minutes from the time we were supposed to start, so we will get going. Let me introduce my organization first. So I represent Rep Consulting. We are a GCC-based, an Oman-based consulting company which has been in the talent development business for about 10 years. We are strong believers in digitization of processes, products, etc. So we represent several digitization services. We have been in the space of talent development, people development, competency development, etc. For 10 years. And personally, I have lived in Oman for about 23 years now and been in the HR and talent development industry for about 33 years. Today, what I'm going to do is, while we'll be following a kind of a syllabus or a set of slides, I'm going to try and share how I have seen creativity and innovation really play a major role in terms of developing organizations, developing people. So today is going to be a very practical a practical approach to or a practical perspective of creativity and innovation. I hope by today's end of the session, all of you who are attending this session will get a good grasp of what it is. So let me start by also giving me a little bit of introduction about me. As I said, I have lived and worked for about 33 years, out of which I spent 23 years in Oman, 13 years working for several corporates, and I've been with RAB for about 10 years now. Okay, I'll be happy to connect with you. If you scan the QR code shown in the screen, you will be able to see my LinkedIn page, where you can get more details about me, what I do, my interests, my thought leadership, and stuff like that. So please scan the QR code and connect with me or have check out my profile while I go ahead and do the rest of the stuff. Okay, so good luck. Hope you have a fulfilling, exciting 2 hours ahead. We have tried to keep the session very interactive. We are going to use a lot of digital tools, digital interactive tools. We'll be using Slido, we'll be using Kahoot, so that we would want to involve you in whatever we are doing. I'm going to be supported by my colleague Lasia. She's here, so she will be basically running most of the interactive sessions. She also is a senior HR professional. She's an engineer by qualification and then has studied human resources. She has been in the industry for about 8-9 years now, so she will be joining me as a co-host today in terms of running the session. So welcome Lasia Bonaventure for the session. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
You don't have to switch on your so let's go ahead. Today's subject is creativity, unleashing creativity and fostering innovation. So as I said, I was just having a casual conversation outside. So a colleague who's part of the marketing team mentioned that I don't think I'm very creative. So he said I should have probably been in some other industry or some other department, because marketing needs a lot of creativity. So in fact I told him, I said, don't think so, because creativity is something which you can develop. It's not that naturally, surely there are some people who are born creative, but then it's not necessary that you can't inculcate the competency of creativity and innovation in you, and we will see that in detail as we go ahead, right? So we are going to really demystify creativity and innovation and see how it impacts you as a person, how it helps you in terms of developing your own personality, perspective, etc. And believe me, post-COVID organizations which have been able to survive, organizations which have been able to make money, organizations which have been able to commercially sustain themselves in this VUCA world, as they call it, has been organizations which have really been able to work on the creativity and innovation. We'll see a lot of examples as we go ahead, right? So we're going to start with an activity, right? So scan the QR code shown here. That should open a Slido tab for you, and write your thoughts on what do you mean by creativity and innovation in your own words. So let's see what kind of examples come. I'm going to wait for about 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes time. All of you scan the QR code. That will open a Slido screen for you. Write what do you think is creativity and what is innovation, and are they the same or are they different? Just about 4 or 5 lines in your own words. I'll give you 2 minutes. Time is 1:12. I'll give you time till 1:14. Write whatever you feel is creativity and what is innovation, and are they interchangeable? Are they the same? Is creativity and innovation the same in your own view, or are they different? And if so, what is creativity, what is innovation? Just 4 or 5 lines. Quickly write, and we will share all what you have written in our screen now. So we'll do that after 2 minutes. So work on it. So we'll wait for you to finish your small homework or a small interactive assignment.
Hi friends, this is Lasia. Assalamu alaikum. We can see just two participants typing in. If we can have all the 20 participants join in, it will be really helpful. Can all of you please join in the Slido? If you are facing any difficulties, please do let us know.
Just put it in the chat, and we will check it out. You should be very easily able to open Slido. Just use your mobile phone, scan the QR code, and Slido will open. We would like all of you to participate. Then only we can make the session interactive. more people, participation will be nice. We are going to do a lot of interactive stuff, so the more people participate, it'll be fun and will be enjoyable for everybody. And we are using creativity, right, in terms of bringing in new concepts and features in terms of a virtual session like this. Yeah. So try and involve yourself in whatever we are trying to do. How many people?
Yeah, we have 4 participants typing.
That's good. We'll give 1 more minute. Yeah.
So we have response from 2 of them.
Yeah. So good. Excellent. So we would like more people to respond, and then we will show all your comments on the screen. Yeah. Your names and comments on the screen. Yeah. That'll be nice. So your team will be able to see how you have defined creativity and how you have defined innovation. Yeah. Yeah. So are there more people writing?
Yeah, two.
Oh, excellent. Very good.
And we
very
have
good.
responses from 3 of them.
Excellent.
3, 4.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. So there's another 30 seconds left, after which we will close this activity and we will see how you guys have understood creativity and innovation and how you guys have defined it. We will go through it and then we will continue the session from there. Yeah, another 15 seconds. I'll then request Lasia to share the screen of all your thoughts.
It's already shared.
Oh, it's already shared? Oh, okay. I have to see it. I can't see it. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. All right. Okay. So, what does it say? It says same thing. Creativity. So these are the creativity. Creativity is doing something usual in an unusual way. Beautiful. Yeah. Whoever it is. That's a very usual thing in an unusual way. We will talk about it. We are going to talk a lot about it today. So that's a great definition. Creativity makes value for something which already exists. Innovation is to make same thing unique and no one has done it before. Okay. So you have used a very key terminology here which is called as value, right? We are going to talk about value as we go ahead, the concept of value innovation and the concept of blue ocean strategies and stuff like that. So you've touched upon a very important word called as value. Can you, I want to see the other definitions. I'm not able to scroll it up. Scroll it up, please, for me. Scroll it up. Yeah. Scroll it up from the beginning. Okay. All right. So creativity is working on something already there. Make it better. Scroll it down. Innovation is creating something new. It's new ideas. Creativity is bringing new ideas in unique ways. Innovation adding on something to what is existing. Come down. Creativity is to think outside the box. Yeah. We'll talk about thinking outside the box today. Scroll up. Innovation is to create something new. Fine, great. So these are some great definitions. I can see some very key words which we will build on as we go forward. So that's great. How many people? So there were 7 people who participated, which is good for a great start. But in our next activity, we would like more people to participate to make it fun and more engaging, right? All right. So let's go ahead and continue our session. I'm going to share the PowerPoint again. So, all right. So, in the modern banking or the financial services landscape, okay, we have seen that banking and the financial services is one industry which has tremendously undergone a change in the last 15-20 years. In my own generation, I'm as I said, my working life spans about 33-34 years. My first salary which I received came to me in cash in a brown envelope, right? That's how my first salary was given to me. Yeah, there was no banking, nothing. The payroll guy used to come every month to our table, or we used to go to the place where the salary is disbursed. We used to stand in the line, they used to take a signature from us and give a pack which had bundles of notes. Okay, that's how I received my salary, right? Then we started getting checks, and then online banking started, right? So if you really see, digitization has tremendously influenced the way financial services basically work, and we have seen how banks have innovated. Oman Arab Bank has done a lot of innovations using digitization as a technology, customer facing and also inside. In fact, we had the fortunate this of implementing a learning management system for them 4-5 years ago, digitizing learning. They have done a lot of customer facing digitization efforts and stuff like that. So as you people were basically saying, creativity and innovation has a symbiotic relationship. So what is symbiotic relationship? Symbiotic relationship is mutually dependent relationship. Okay, creativity depends on innovation and innovation depends on creativity, right? They are mutually interdependent, so that's why they're called as a symbiotic relationship, right? So they have a symbiotic relationship, right? Now what does so let's kind of look at what is the process of involved in creativity. Okay, so this we saw. All right, so creativity is basically gathering information related to a problem and challenge, allowing time for the subconscious mind to process and connect ideas, and the aha moment, right, when a new idea or a solution emerges, and then subsequently you verify it, evaluate it, refine it, and then create an idea or a solution. That's the cycle which the process of creativity basically follows. Okay, incubation, illumination, that's the aha moment. Yeah, it works, right? And verification, right? That's what happens in the creativity process, right? These are the three different things which works together to make creativity happen, and this can happen in all our walks of life. Your child can come up and discover something, and they go through the same process of incubation, illumination, and verification. When a child discovers something new and they have exactly this process, they're playing with the toy and they see that a sound is coming from the toy, and they want to kind of find out where the sound is coming from, and then the minute they see that, they identify the sound box or whatever from which the sound is coming, they feel very excited and they have the aha moment, right? So that's creativity. In innovation, the process is as people kind of explained, it's idea generation, screening. So innovation is a little more deeper. Creativity is more philosophical, more overarching. And as somebody said, you need to be very creative in order to be good in innovation, right? And again, innovation has creativity inbuilt in it. Okay, so very quickly we will see what does innovation contain. Innovations contain idea generation, screening, concept development, business analysis, prototype development. You do something in a small way, like a pilot, and check whether it's working, right? And then market testing, see whether there is market for it. You can have a great idea but nobody wants it, yeah? So that innovation is of no use. Innovation should be purposeful. Meaningless innovations are of no use. There are so many meaningless innovations which people have done, which is more like a satisfaction to somebody who has innovated it, but it is of no purpose to human or the mankind or the human for humans. So that innovation is of no use, right? Innovation should always be purposeful, right? And then it requires continuous feedback, adaptation, and also is this innovation, can you scale up the innovation? That's very important. Otherwise you can't commercially benefit from something, right? Sometimes it works very nice in a prototype, in a small pilot basis, but you can't scale it. You can't make it big. You can't commercialize it. Okay, a lot of ideas die at that stage. So scientists and people who work in terms of ideas sometimes realize that it's good, it's great, but you can't scale it up. You can't commercialize it. So it just dies there. Okay. Again, effective communication, collaboration, etc., are factors which works in making innovation work, right? The innovation mentality is something which in a lot of school systems across the globe they inculcate in kids. In a lot of colleges, a lot of schools, they basically encourage people to think creatively, think out of the box. Somebody mentioned out of the box, and come up and have that innovation mentality. Okay, questioning mentality, challenging mentality. So these are things which fosters innovation in people, right? So this is the process which is generally followed when you have when creative thoughts come, creative processes come, and stuff like that. All right. So let's go forward. Now, where does innovation come from, right? Innovation. Where does innovation come from? You know what? Research basically says that most of the innovation comes from within your own people. Yeah. Your employees, your stakeholders, and people whom you already know. You don't have to appoint a consultant who will come and tell you that this is something which you need to do. No, all the ideas are around you, right? The only thing is you need to have a culture which fosters innovation, and people are free to come and share their ideas, experiment their ideas, fail and not get punished. That's very important, right? In creativity and innovation, one firm cultural aspect which organizations or even families, right, need to foster is that encourage failures, encourage and appreciate failures and celebrate failures, right? We will see a great example of, we talk about Amazon, right? How great Amazon is an organization, how great Apple is an organization, how great Google is an organization, right? Out of 50 innovations which they implement, probably 5 or 10 succeeds, right? The others fail, yeah? And they don't fire the guy who possibly wanted to implement something and did not work, etc. In other words, they are appreciated and encouraged to be more innovative, more experimental and stuff like that. So a lot of information comes from employees, employees who understand companies' capabilities and customer needs, because employees know your customer needs very well. So they can come up with a lot of ideas, right? Again, some of them can come from strategic initiatives, which management is the board of directors. You may have an appointed board of director or a board of director with a lot of experience who possibly says, no, we should do this, and innovation and creativity stems from there. Internal processes, you may work on process improvement, you may do Kaizen, you may do Six Sigma, you may do quality circles. These are all concepts which brings in a lot of ideas, right? So through that you can come. Your R&D department, in some manufacturing organizations, production organizations, R&D departments can come up with several innovations. And lastly, but not the least, the company culture, which I mentioned, which is an overarching concept across anything. Does your company culture foster innovation? So these are all internal sources. External sources, customers, voice of the customer. Do you hear the voice of the customer, right? A lot of organizations have this portal or a thing in which customers are allowed to come up with ideas, come up with suggestions, and they are all properly documented and converted into product ideas, right? As a customer, I have a need, right? So I feel that the service which I'm receiving from you as a product provider or a service provider, I'm finding some inadequacies, right? Do you have the right ability to capture this information and then convert that into an idea or convert that into a concept and work on product improvements, right? So customers give you a lot of thoughts and ideas. Suppliers, business partners, you need to listen to your suppliers, listen to your business partners, right? Again, last but not the least, competitors. Okay, your competitor is doing something, right? You need to watch it, right? You don't have to copy it, but do something better than that, right? And that's one way in which you continue to kind of stay ahead of your competition, where you keep beating the competition by doing something better than that. We will talk about it in detail when we discuss blue ocean and red ocean strategies, right? Market trends. Sometimes market trends push you to innovate. Today, all shops have an online store. It is not that everybody wanted to do it, but the market is now demanding them to do it. Otherwise, people don't want to go, right? They call and ask, do you have an online portal to buy stuff? If you say no, oh sorry, we are not interested to shop. So it has come to that if you have to survive in the retail world, you need to have an online version of your real shop to be successful. So that's why the Lulus of the world, the Carrefours of the world, the R&Bs and Red Tag, all of them have an online version today, right? Technology advancements. Today you have automated chatbots. You have ready-made shopping cart applications. You have IVR. You have AI. So based on all these things, it's very easy to innovate because these components are available. You just need to plug in that into your process, and then things will work for you, right? And then regulatory changes. Today, sometimes in the banking industry, the CBO may come up with a regulation which says that you have to do this. You need to have this particular service available in your online version. You need to surely have an app for a customer. So like that, regulatory authorities can also push challenges, right? Which will also which will push you to innovate. Okay, one is voluntarily innovating, other one is innovating because you're pushed to innovate. Okay. But finally, organizations do innovate whatever happens on both sides, right? So these are various sources in which you get creativity and innovation to come. All right, let's do an activity. Lasya, please run the activity. We are going to do a nice activity now. Some fun. So scan the QR code.
Okay, I have actually sent you a link in the chat box. You can either scan the QR code or use the link that I've shared in the chat box.
This is a Kahoot exercise, right? So we are going to play some Kahoot. Yeah? Are you excited? If you are excited, put a thumbs up, right? Since I don't see you, it'll be good to get some feedback, right?
Okay, so we have Afnan
Al-Muayyad, yeah. So
joining in. Can we have the others as well?
And I need to see, Time's face is very beautiful. He has a Kahoot cap. Yeah.
Willie, we have Willie.
Oh, Willie has a penguin face, yeah, and a blinking eyes. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah. We need more people to participate. So we have Afnan, Al-Muayyad, Taim and Willie who are currently ready to play this game. We will wait for maybe another, we have somebody called us 336-9908. Yeah. And he's blinking at me. Yeah. Yeah. So, we have 4 people now. So it's very easy to join. Scan the QR code and automatically you will be in the game. Otherwise, you can click on the link which Lasya sent on the chat. We would need more people to participate. Otherwise, what's the fun in winning the exercise, right? Let's give another 15 seconds for more people to join. Otherwise, we will start. So you have QB, Al-Muayyad, Willie, Anud, Afnan, 336-9908, Taim, right? Yeah. All right. And Inas also, right? Yeah. Another 10 seconds. We will start the game. And all the best on playing this game. So we would like more people to participate, right? All right. So let us start the exercise. There's some comment. Somebody's put a comment in the chat, or was? Oh, it's only you. Okay, got it. Okay, all right. Let's start. Let's start the game. All the best.
So you have 20 seconds to answer. So this is your first question.
In your opinion, what color is associated with creativity? That's the question. Red, blue, yellow, or green? Yeah?
You still have 5 more seconds, 4 more seconds. And we are moving to the next question.
Oh, wow. So, Oh, wow. Al-Muayyad is leading
The scoreboard.
with the scoreboard with 746, and 336 is very close.
So this is your second question. Unscramble this word and identify the banking risk term. You basically have to unscramble the word that's mentioned within the quotations.
So we have jumbled a word, and that word is available as an answer in one of the options down. So unscramble the word and find out one key focus area in banking, which we have scrambled it. What word is scrambled?
We've been generous with this question. We
have given you lots of time.
60
Yeah.
seconds for this
Why
question.
did you give them so much time? Yeah.
You have 16 more seconds to answer.
They would have got it in 10 seconds. They seem to be a very enthusiastic batch. So let's see. Yeah, another 7 seconds.
We have 9 answers.
Wow, lovely.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yes, we're moving to the next question.
Oh, well, okay.
So we have the same person leading the scoreboard again.
Al-Muayyad
Congrats.
is leading, and 336 is not very much behind, just 20 points.
Yes.
Yeah, and let's see how it goes. All
Okay,
right.
to the third question. This innovation has transformed modern exercise routine by providing on-demand fitness class in the home. What is it? Again, you have 20 seconds to answer this question.
On-demand fitness classes. So that is a very important key word. Yeah. So don't get confused by the other options. Something which provides on-demand fitness classes.
5 answers. Okay. We move.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
We can see Hajir has moved to the third position now.
Hajar has moved. She's come up to the third position, which is good. There are more questions. Things can change.
Yeah. The next question, the last question. This innovation in banking customer service allows for round-the-clock assistance without human intervention. Again, 30 seconds to go.
Round-the-clock assistance without human intervention. Yeah. Assistance. That's a very key word. Yeah. So don't get confused. Assistance is a very key word.
10 seconds. We have 10 answers. I think
Oh,
all of
lovely,
you have answered.
lovely.
Yes.
I think everybody has answered, or somebody else has not. 11 answers.
Yes.
Wow, 6 of them have got it right. Yeah. Okay, so QB comes with in third position. 336 99908 is with second position, and Al-Muayyad with 2507 comes is number 1. Yeah, so just note down the names. Excellent, very good. So happy.
Sorry, just if the person with the number, can you please just type in your name in the chat box?
Who's 336 99908? Just type your name in the chat box. Yeah. All right. Did you all enjoy it? Did you all enjoy playing this game?
Can you give us a thumbs up if you
Yeah.
playing?
Yeah. Put a thumbs up if you're enjoying whatever is happening till now. So Joka says yes. Thank you, Joka. Thank you for clapping hands. I just put thumbs up. She has clapped hands for us. So which is really nice. Yeah. So just give us some feedback so that we'll also get encouraged in doing whatever we are doing, right? Okay, so that
we still don't have the name of the person who was
336, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So 336, please write your name on the chat box as we go ahead. It'll be good to know. I may give you some prizes, so it's good to reveal your identity. So go ahead and do it. All right. So let's go ahead, Lasya. We will let me go ahead with the. Okay. Now, as I was telling you, there is this myth about creativity to say that, oh, creativity is only for some special people, right? It's not for everybody. Everybody can't be creative. Everybody can't be innovative. It has to be something you have to be born with. Yeah, that's why some people are very creative. Everybody cannot become an Elon Musk. Everybody cannot become a Jeff Bezos. Everybody cannot become a whatever, right? And that kind of a crazy innovative mentality is something which people are born with, right? This is generally a thought, but let me tell you, creativity is not only for artists. It does not require chaos. It is not spontaneous and unpredictable, right? These are all absolute myths, right? Creativity is a universal trait that can be applied in various aspects of life, including problem solving, business, science, and everyday activities. And in the end of today's session, I'm going to give you some key pointers on how can you improve your creativity and innovation, etc. So be there. Creativity is innate. As I said, it is not that only people who are born with creativity will have creativity. You can develop creativity, right? Creativity does not require chaos. Okay, creativity can also be fostered in an organized, structured, environment, and requires a lot of heart, and can thrive when there is a lot of discipline and structure. Okay, so you can follow a very structured process in enhancing creativity. It is not that only a chaotic situation can foster creativity. It's not like that. Okay. Again, creativity is not just spontaneous. It can be a process, right? We can put a process in place in organizations, even for yourself, in terms of being creative. Creativity is unpredictable. No, creativity is very predictable. If you follow a process, you can ensure that creativity can work. Creativity is not a solo endeavor, it's a group effort. Creativity is about quantity. That's another myth. So they say that for generating a good creative idea, you need to have a lot of ideas, and then out of that you'll get one. It's not like that. A single innovative idea can also have a significant impact, right? So it is not about quantity, it's about the quality of the idea and what do you follow to kind of get it, okay? Creativity is limited only to certain activities, again not correct. Creativity is about originality, again not correct. You don't have to have, you can also get inspired by ideas from somebody. I'm not saying you are plagiarizing or copying, etc. You can always get inspired and then bring in a variation of what others are doing. This constantly happens in the entertainment industry, in the online industry, and in fact every other industry, right? You see something which your competitor is doing or somebody else is doing, right? You get inspired by that, and then you work on it and you come up with a variation of that, right? That's also called as creativity, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You're not just exactly copy pasting it, but you are improving on that idea, and we will see that when we do other frameworks in terms of managing creativity. Okay, right. Again, so before I do that, creativity, as I said, in banking is very real and actionable. Yeah, there are several techniques which can be used in a structured place like an organization to foster creativity. We will talk about it. Things like brainstorming, mind mapping, etc. are techniques which can be used to bring in creativity. Okay. Now we are going to do a small activity. This is a paper clip, right? We all use paper clips in our day-to-day lives, okay? I'm going to see how creative you guys are. What else can you do with this paper clip, right? Open the chat box and write your thoughts and be as creative as you can, right? What else can you use this paper clip for? One, I'll give you. You can probably use it as a thing to get your SIM out from your mobile phone. Yeah, that's one thought which comes to my mind, right? Like that. What else can you do with this paper clip, right? I'm going to give you 1 minute, 60 seconds. Open your chat and write your creative ideas on what can you do. And I'm going to see what is the kind of creative spark which you guys have. Be as mad as possible, doesn't matter, yeah? And on what you can do, yeah. Wherever I've used these examples, every time I use this example, there is one completely new idea which has come, yeah, and I'm going to see whether something like that happens today, yeah. Open your chat, open the chat in your Zoom and put your ideas. I'm checking.
So Al-Muyad has said that
you can
make chains.
You can make a chain. Yeah. You can make a nice looking chain with colorful pins. Great idea. You can also make a ring. You can twist it and make a colorful ring. You're wearing a particular dress, a nice headscarf. You want something matching. You take a colorful pin and just do a nice nice thing around your finger. Right? Possible. So you can make a ring. You can make a chain. What else? There are star. Yeah, you can make a star. You can make a nice star using the pin, right? You can use the pin to remove the SIM. Yes. What else? I want one crazy idea to come today. More crazy ideas than what I see. Yeah. On what can you do with what else can you do with the paper clip, right? All these are great ideas, but something more crazy, more innovative. I'll give you another 15 seconds, otherwise we'll move on. All these are great ideas, but there are some other crazy things which you can additionally do with this paper clip. If you have some ideas, put it. Otherwise, we will move on. All right.
Mr. Venkatesh, I will use it to add as a design to my dress. Yeah. As an additional accessory.
Oh, you can use it as an additional accessory. Yes.
Something to show it different or something.
True.
This is from my end.
Can
we have others also to join in and give their thoughts, please? All right. Okay. You can if you get a crazy idea, you can always come to make a bookmark. Lovely. That's a great. Nobody has told this to me till now. First time I'm getting this. Surely you can use it as a bookmark, right? You're reading a book. You put the pen, just clip it in, and it becomes a great bookmark. Make geometrical shapes. Fatma says, make geometrical shapes. Yes. But let me tell you, I have used these examples in lots of my training sessions. Nobody has ever said about this bookmark. Okay. Again, as I said, completely new idea which has come today. I'm so happy. Yeah. Making geometrical shapes. You can make a square. You can make a circle. You can make a triangle, rectangle, a hexagon, polygon. All that you can make using the pin. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm at least happy. I got one new idea today. Thanks, Lee, for that. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead. So again, if you really think, what process did you adopt to come up with this idea? Whatever you have said, you said bookmark. You said something. I hope you didn't use Google. Yeah.
to find out what can you do with a pen. I hope it's your original creative idea, but you must have gone through a process in your mind, right? We will talk about it, and that is something which as a framework, as a structure, which can be used so that you can be trained in creatively thinking, right? That's something which is very much possible, as I said. Yeah. So don't think that you're creative. You may have it less in you, but you can develop it, right? Okay. Let's go ahead. So the reality of creativity is universal. As I said, its application is there even in banking, in any industry. A value of quality over quantity. As I said, it's not a function of if you have 200 ideas, you will surely find one which is workable and very creative. No, that's not the case. You need to have the diamond, in creativity, even if it comes out of 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 5 or something like that. Okay, and creativity is collaborative in nature, right? I say something, you say something, somebody else says something completely irrelevant, but you get a small inspiration from what that person says, or right? So that is why in the process of creativity and innovation, we will talk about brainstorming. You should not kill any ideas, and you should not demean people because they come up with something, something very frivolous or even stupid, right? But that's okay. That's okay to say that, because sometimes as a whole what they said may not make sense, but somebody else may get a small inspiration from that very chaotic, very frivolous point which was expressed by somebody. So when people work in teams in terms of building creativity, one golden rule is you cannot demean or make fun of anybody because they came up with an idea which looked very funny or which looked very unworkable or stuff like that, right? And all this can be developed using a particular certain kinds of techniques. Okay, so again, since we are doing this lecture or doing this workshop under the aegis of Oman Arab Bank, I also wanted to talk a little, and banking is something all of us use, right? We all use banking. I don't think there's anybody who's today in this session who doesn't have a bank account, right? We all are retail, wholesale, corporate customers of banking, right? So as I said, there is so much of digital transformation which has happened in banking. There is banks have also become extremely innovative. Though banking data is extremely confidential, many people create UAT with dummy data and open it to customers and say that this is our system. If as a stakeholder, as a partner, you can come up with innovative solutions to solve these problems what we have. Okay, please experiment with our systems. We'll share our dummy data, we'll share our system architecture information, come up with solutions and come up with applications, right? So things like that are happening today, right? And also banks are getting into green initiatives. In fact, the trend is to not have branches. We'll talk about a case study of bank which is a 100% digital bank, yeah, and that's the trend. And with metaverse coming in, banks in some countries have even opened virtual branches in metaverse. So you will get the real experience of actually walking into a branch, talking to a teller, talking to an avatar who you can create, or who probably is a replica of somebody whom you actually see in the branch. You can go into the metaverse, connect with them, interact with them, do transactions, etc. So this is where the world is moving when it comes to banking, right? And so is the case with every other industry, right? There is huge amount of AI being used, robotic process automation, RPAs being used. in terms of ensuring that a lot of intelligent data is captured and is replicated using machines. The way I look at banking in the next 15 years is that the number of people who work inside a bank will tremendously go through a reduction. You don't need so many people to run a bank. And so is the case with retail. You don't need so many people to run a retail industry. You don't need so many people to run something, etc. Right? So that's why when people talk about future skills, you need to ensure that what skills do you possess today, and what is AI taking over, and what is RPA taking over, right? Can a machine do what you're doing, right? If a machine can do what you're doing, you can be rest assured that in 10 years time your skill will be redundant, right? So you need to be constantly innovating and try and keep acquiring new skills which cannot be replicated by a machine or by an RPA or a chatbot or something like that. And especially in the financial services industry, in the banking industry, while human intervention is something which can never be fully replaced, but in a lot of automated routine activities, this replacement will surely happen. So again, you need to be creative and innovative in terms of reinventing yourself, in terms of something which the industry doesn't have in terms of AI. Okay, and let me tell you, this is very, very, very relevant to all major professions. Accounting, human resource, sales and marketing, purchase, supply chain, all these activities. There are a lot of things which are today done by AI, right? So if you need to be relevant, you need to reinvent yourself. Okay, and that is something which I wanted to put as a point for you to think before we go ahead with what we are doing. Okay, so as I said, these are three major things which is happening in terms of innovation in banking. A lot of fintech industries have come up. Earlier there was only one bank and there was one ERP vendor. That's it, khalas. There was nobody else. Today there's an ecosystem of small organizations, maybe 2-3 people, 5 people companies, 10 people companies, who are now developing apps, who are developing small interactive modules which can connect to a banking system and enhance the experience which a customer is having, and banks are encouraging it today, right? And open banking platforms. When banks are moving towards cryptocurrencies and things like that, they are going to be using more and more open platforms which will tremendously benefit the customer in terms of money being spent in terms of services by industries today. Credit card is one major product which I believe will be disrupted with crypto based technologies coming in, right? We all know that every transaction which we make, even when you buy a kubs in Carrefour, or you go and eat a fine dining in a large restaurant, okay, we all are paying a small percentage of that to Visa or Master or American Express or any of these providers, right? I'm told this is being disrupted, and I'm reading a lot of articles where this will happen without any kind of intermediary, right? I can pay you money, you can pay me money using tokenized transactions, which is the crux of the blockchain, the blockchain technology, right? Tokenizing all your transactions so that the genuinity of it can be established, right? So the blockchain technology will disrupt a lot of current things which we are doing, right? Likewise, all this will also need to bring in advancement in cyber technology, cyber security, etc. So we are going to see some very interesting innovations, very creative products which are going to come to the market in banking and every other industry. Okay. So that said, let's talk about a small case study about digital transformation, which this bank called as DBS did. DBS is a bank which is headquartered in Singapore, and they have really been pioneers in digital transformation in the banking sector, right? Singapore as a country also has been tremendously pushing digital transformation, so that possibly have also helped them, and they won several awards for fintech innovations and innovative initiatives in terms of improving the customer experience through technology, right? So DBS launched their first experimental bank in India called as DigiBank, which does not have a branch. Okay, their entire operation is based digitally, primarily based on a website and a mobile app, right? And it's working. So their basic concept is no physical branches. We are a 100% virtual bank, right? So if you really look at it from a mindset, will anybody put their money in a bank which does not have a physical branch? So isn't that a mindset? How can I invest in a bank which does not have a physical branch, right? If I want to go and draw money, I don't have a physical branch to go and draw money. So I'm sure it's a major mindset in the minds of so many people. But DBS went ahead and said no. Especially with the Z generation people coming in, I don't think they are so passionate about paper money. And if I am giving them the comfort that they can do any kind of digital transaction with no cost or zero cost from A to B to B to C, etc., using very easy means, they'll be successful. And the preliminary reports say that they have been fairly successful in terms of what they have done. Okay, now I'm going to show you something. Lasya is going to make you hear something on creative thinking. As we said, creative thinking is a very structured process. There is this guy called as Edward de Bono, who basically came up with this 6 thinking hats. And Edward de Bono has done a lot of work in the space of lateral thinking, six hats thinking. So he's an expert on the thinking process, right? Let's see what he says about creative thinking, right? Lasya, please play the video. And hope you all can hear the voice.
Can you all please give a thumbs up if you can hear it?
Are you playing it? Oh. Can you hear the voice? I'm not able to hear.
Is it audible?
Are you able to hear? Can you give a thumbs up if you are able to hear? She says no. You are not able to get audio? Oh, okay.
How is it now? Is it audible?
No, I'm not getting audio, so maybe they are also not getting audio. Okay, let's do one thing. Can you copy paste the link in their chat? It's a YouTube link, so we are going to share the link in your chat. I'm going to listen to it. Please, you also click on that link, and it'll automatically launch that video. The audio is not working for some reason, but it doesn't matter. We will work on it. So just put it in the chat, Lasya, and I'm going to listen to it, and so would everybody. We'll take 2-3 minutes and listen to what Edward de Bono speaks about that. If I click what?
The link.
I'll check. If I click the link, I can't see the link.
In the chat.
I can't see the link in the chat. Not it. Have you? Is it in the chat? No, I can't see it. Are you able to see the link in the chat? No, I think you have not posted it yet. Press. No, they are not able to see the link in the chat. Have you just copy paste it in the box? They're saying no. Yeah, now we got it. All right, I'm going to try and play it from my screen. See whether you are able to
If we look at the human brain as a computer, we then have to ask, what is the software we use with that computer? Well, in general, the software, at least of Western civilization, was originally designed 2,400 years ago by the Greek gang of three, the GG3, who were, of course, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. We've done virtually nothing about thinking since then. Creative thinking is a skill. It's not just a matter of individual talent. It's not just a matter of sitting by the river and playing Baroque music and hoping you get inspired. That's very weak stuff. 2,000 years ago, China was way ahead of the West in science and technology. They had rockets and gunpowder and such things. What happened? What happened, the scholars in China started to believe that you could move from certainty to certainty, and as a result, they never developed the possibility system, never developed hypothesis, speculation, imagination. Progress came to a dead end. One of the very important things about creativity is that the new idea, the creative idea, must have value. Far too many people who believe they are creative think that just being different for the sake of being different is creative. It is not, and that is what gets creativity a bad name. So if you look at a door and you say doors are normally rectangular, let's make a triangular door. Now, unless you can show value for that, that is not creativity. That is just being different for the sake of being different. Now, one of the reasons people are reluctant to be creative in general is that if you try out an idea and it doesn't work, that is regarded as a mistake. Now, a big deficiency in language, certainly in the English language, is we don't have a word which says fully justified venture, which for reasons beyond your control did not succeed. So anything which did not succeed is called a mistake, and people don't like mistakes because that stands in the way of their promotion and their career. Provocation is one of the methods of lateral thinking, one of the tools of lateral thinking. It is completely contrary to the opposite of our normal logical thinking. In our normal logical thinking, you can only say things which make sense, which fit our experience and fit in with what we've said before. With a provocation, there may not be a reason for saying something until after you have said it. But because it puts us down in a different position in the patterning system, it allows us to open up new ideas. Thinking outside the box means thinking for unusual ideas, being creative. The notion is that we are all within a certain box which is formed by the constraints, by our expectations, by the concepts we use, by the perceptions we use, and we play around in that box. So thinking outside the box means escaping from, breaking out of the box to change concepts, change perceptions, change constraints, change rules, and develop new ideas. It means developing an idea which would not have been expected in our usual behavior, in our usual thinking. So it's just another term for creative thinking, unusual thinking, or lateral thinking. I prefer the term lateral thinking because that is very specifically defined in system terms, which means moving across from the main pattern to a side pattern, which once you're there, in hindsight, you can link up with your starting point. But thinking outside the box is a general term meaning unusual ideas, ideas which would not have arisen within the box of your usual thinking.
Okay, so that was Edward de Bono on creative thinking. Okay, I want all of you to very quickly summarize a couple of key thoughts which Edward de Bono expressed in the presentation. What did you pick up? Okay, what did you pick up from Edward de Bono's speech? If you're still hearing, you can write from whatever you have seen. What are the key 2-3 things which you picked up from Edward de Bono's presentation which you saw today? Okay, on creativity. I want you to mention some points in the chat. What did you pick up? from Edward de Bono. A couple of points of what he spoke. Yeah. One thing is, he said innovation for the sake of innovation. Instead of putting a rectangular box, a door, you can't just do a round door and say that that's innovation. That is not practical, right? So innovations have to be practical, correct? So that's one thing which I can kind of say. Are there anything else which you picked up, from Edward de Bono's speech? So please write that. Write those key points in your chat. I'll give you 15 seconds to write that. It'll be good to have some learnings which you have got from the video. Otherwise, we will go ahead. Yeah, I'll give you 10 seconds more to write your thoughts in the chat box. I'm trying to make this session as interactive as possible so that we all can learn from each other, right? You may know something which you want to share with all the others. So I'm happy to kind of take it forward and share it with others and take the point and discuss it, right? All right, good, excellent. So let's move forward. The next thing which we are going to see is on how do you measure innovation. So people say that, okay, we have been innovative, we have done things, we have implemented new ideas, especially from an organization perspective. Unless and until that results in commercial success, that results in improved productivity, etc., innovation is of not much of use, right? So there are certain metrics which can track innovation. So things like ROI, return on investment, on investments done on innovation, yeah, is something which you can put in your financial metrics. Okay, revenue growth, measuring overall revenue increase from new offerings. Cost reduction, evaluating cost savings and operational efficiencies, right? Profit margins, okay? After the innovative idea has been implemented, is there an increase in profit margin? Have we bottom line grown, top line grown? Yeah, can be seen, right? The other thing is you can collect customer and user feedback, right? Things like customer feedback on new offerings, NPS, Net Promoter Score, right? A Net Promoter Score is a great indication of customer loyalty, right? I'm not getting into details of what it is. You can make a note of this word and check what is Net Promoter Score about, okay? User experience matrix, okay? Are users happy interacting with your online portal, web portal, your app or your chatbot or whatever it is, right? That could be a great reflection on how innovative you are. And conversion rates, how many inquiries are you converting into customers, etc. And also in the balanced scorecard approach, which a lot of organizations follow, where they basically say that an organization should not just chase profits, okay? An organization should chase several quadrants. The organization should chase profits, organization should chase process improvements, organization should chase cost efficiencies. Likewise, in the balanced scorecard, you could also implement and insert a quadrant on innovation and creativity and follow it. Yeah. Break? For what?
For 5 minutes break.
We want to give 5 minutes break?
Yes, 5 minutes break.
Okay, fine. All right. So I've been told to give a 5 minutes break. So that is on KPS for innovation. So while I'm not closing the session will be on. I am open to listening to your thoughts and ideas on chats while we take a 5 minutes break and then continue, right? You can take a break, use the washroom, have a glass of water, have your cup of tea, whatever it is. We will exactly take a 5 minutes break and then continue. Time is 2:13 in my system. 2:18 we start the session again. Yeah.
Can you come here? Just a second.
trying to do?
We have that mind mapping thing, right? Video is not playing, no? So I thought we'll play it from here directly.
Okay.
Lamia.
Atra bacha.
Correct, sir? Video we'll have to play.
Yeah, no worries. Whenever you're ready.
We're going to give you an exercise. Visualize.
So he just shares the screen, right? When that comes? Okay.
Windows.
Because that time when we were playing Edward Bono's video, the video was not visible. Only the audio was.
Yeah, that's okay. I basically they could have seen the video using the link, so that's why I did not. I went ahead. We gave them the links, right? Oh, the video was not visible. Okay.
And here the screen, if the rough cut set can come.
Can you check that thing? Can you check the Zoom?
What's coming?
Where we go?
Wait 1 second.
Where is the barcode of certificates?
We'll give in the end.
Yeah, we have to have that.
You can give them in the end. Don't give now.
It's still the logo.
I know.
We start in next 2 minutes. We just have 2 minutes.
That's okay. We can skip that video if it doesn't work.
It will take time, I think.
That's okay. Leave it.
Can you
It's
skip
fine.
it?
No, skip it. It's fine. You can't.
I
That's
didn't
okay.
know that to lose the video like.
That's okay. Doesn't matter.
No.
That's fine.
Can you move the screen to rough consult page? The screen, TV screen?
Yeah, because he moved he used. I didn't tell you, but you can't use the PC because when you used it, the slideshow didn't move beyond the back.
Okay.
It's okay. Which slide do you want to go? Wait a second.
We start. Wait.
Yeah, we'll start.
Okay, which slide? Still?
Yeah, the next slide.
Next slide. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We start.
We'll start. All right. Hope all of you are back. So just put your hands up. We are restarting the session after the break. Hope all of you are back. Are you all back? Just put a hands up, thumbs up, just to say that you're there. Yeah? Oh, great. Okay, super. I'm getting some feedbacks. So let me go ahead. So, so as I was telling you, right, there are some techniques which you can follow when it comes to improving your creativity and innovation, right? So one is called as brainstorming, the other one is called as mind mapping, the other one is called as sketching and doodling, right? So we will talk about all of them in detail in terms of what does these mean and how can you use this for improving your competencies in creativity and innovation. So that is something which we will see, right? Okay, so are you able to see my screen? If not, you're able to see the screen. Thank you. Okay, I'm not able to see it, so let me put it on. All right, okay. So let's look at what is mind mapping. Okay, so let's look at what is brainstorming. As I was telling you, one fundamental principle in fostering creativity is that you should not kill ideas and thoughts. Extremely important, right? So one technique which can be followed to ensure that ideas and thoughts are not killed at an incubation stage is to follow what is called as a brainstorming process. Okay, brainstorming process is something where there is a first vote, group discussion on first vote, final group vote, wrap up, nominal group activity, round robin, and individual group discussion. Okay, so every idea, every thought which is expressed in a forum, in a group, goes through this process. So what happens is, sometimes in a group where there are seniors, juniors, very senior people, people from different nationalities, some people who are very strong in expressing, some people are not very strong in expressing, etc. When you have a group like that, mixed group like that, what generally happens is people are very pushy, people are very strong, people have very good communication skills. They try and push their ideas, right? And their ideas gets pushed faster in a group. So what the brainstorming technique basically does is that it gives everybody an equal opportunity to contribute their ideas, and it also gives everybody in the group to comment and vote on ideas expressed. Yeah, irrespective of who the person is, what color he is, what nationality he is, what seniority level he is, doesn't matter, right? If the idea expressed is a good idea, it is considered, right? So that is what brainstorming as a technique ensures it happens, right? Another concept or another technique which is used is called as mind mapping, where you put ideas. Unfortunately, there's a small glitch in our ability to show certain videos. So I'm not able to show a video, but a mind mapping basically works like this. Okay, you have a main idea, and then there are branch ideas, and those branch ideas have branch ideas. So the entire thought process, what you have inside your mind, which is there in everybody's mind, is put on paper, right? You map your mind. That is why that's called as mind mapping, right? A visual tool to organize, brainstorm, and understand complex ideas and processes. So you basically visualize it like the trunk of the tree, then there's a major branch, there's a minor branch, there are twigs, there are leaves. So everything when it comes to a major idea is put on paper in this fashion, and they are interconnected and subpoints are connected, etc. So that is another technique. So in addition to brainstorming, there's a technique called as mind mapping.
Sorry to interrupt. I've sent you this document in the chat box. If you'd like to have a look at it, please you can open it and have a look at it.
So this document, what I'm showing, which is basically a workbook on using mind mapping. We have shared a link of that in your chat chat. You can download it and you can check it out. You can use mind mapping as a group when you're discussing ideas, developing ideas, etc. Right? We are not playing this video. The third technique is sketching and doodling. Okay. Again, this is something where you actually don't write. Yeah. Sometimes people have the ability, not to express. They can't write well, or probably they can't. They have ideas, but they are not good in English, and the discussions are happening in English or some other language, right? So that should not prevent them from expressing, right? An idea is not a function of how good you can express. That's incorrect, correct? So sketching and doodling basically facilitates visual thinking, encourages free flow of expressions, improves communication and collaboration, right? So that's what happens in sketching and doodling, where people are encouraged to interact using diagrams, sketches, pictures, symbols, and stuff like that. And instead of really using words, verbs, numbers, etc. Yeah. So you can draw a picture. You can cut and paste, models and stuff like that, and then communicate using those as a means, using visual symbols, right? That is what happens in sketching and doodling. Sketching and doodling is also another very important way in which you can foster and improve innovation, right? Okay, now it's time for another activity. Can you scan the QR code? It's time for another very interesting activity. This opens a Kahoot, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we are going to play a Kahoot again. This time I hope more people participate. Lasya, you can share your screen. We are going to play a very interesting activity, nothing to do with creativity, nothing to do with the session, but just to open up our minds and also to freshen up a little bit, because I'm giving you a lot of theoretical concepts, right? Just to freshen up a little bit and have some fun. We are going to play an activity, or we are going to do a small game. So let's see. So use the game pin or scan the QR code and join the Kahoot. We have 2 participants as of now. Please join. We'll give you a minute. Oh wow! Amira, Afnan, Taim, Al Muyad. Afnan, I like your icon. Yeah, did you do that because it was Halloween yesterday? Anaw, Taim, Al Muyad. Yeah, Inas. Good. A lot of participants. Yeah. We'll give some time. Asma. So we'll give another 30 seconds for people to join, and then we'll play this Kahoot. Yeah. This is a very interesting Kahoot. You will really enjoy it, I must say. So if you have not yet joined, you please join. Use your mobile, scan the QR code. Automatically your screen opens and you can play this game with us. Yeah. I'll give you another 10 seconds and then we will start it. We have good amount of participants. That's okay. So we will go ahead and start the game. Yeah. So Lasya, please start the game. Yeah. So it's a brain teaser, right?
So the first question, what has a face and 2 hands but no arms or legs? You have 20 seconds to answer.
What has a face and 2 hands but no arms or legs? It has face and 2 hands. Yeah? What is it?
We have 3 answers.
Only 3 answers. Oh, 8 answers.
Okay.
Wow, all of you have got it right. Excellent. A clock. Very good. Super. Yeah.
So
Who's leading? Oh, there is a new person. Asma. She's on 629. So it's a function of answering it correctly and answering it fast. okay? Because that's how you get your leaderboard, right? So Asma is in number 1. In our time, they're all not very far.
Second question, what belongs to you but yet is used more by others than yourself? Again, 20 seconds to go to answer your question. 9 seconds left.
What belongs to you but you don't use it, others use it than yourself? What is that?
Yes, everyone has answered it.
Lovely, lovely.
Okay.
Wow. Wow, excellent. Okay. How does the leaderboard look?
2000. There's someone.
Somebody called us 2000. Maybe you were born in the year. Yeah, good. Yeah, okay.
What is always coming but never arrives?
What is always coming but never arrives? When it actually comes, you don't see it. It's called something else.
5 seconds.
5 seconds, fast.
Okay.
Wow, 6 of you have got it right. Excellent.
Okay. Ryan has moved now.
Afnan, Inas, Almoed, last time you won, you have to do well. Yeah.
What runs but never walks? Has a bed but never sleeps? Has a mouth but never eats? 12 seconds to go.
Runs, has a bed, has a mouth, but doesn't eat.
3 answers.
What is it? 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Wow. 11 answers.
Okay.
It's a river. Yeah.
Afnan. Okay.
Oh, wow. Afnan is on fire. He has come up several positions fast. Almoyad, Asma, Rayan, Inas, buckle up, fast. Afnan has got 4 answers in a row, correct.
What gets better the more it dries? So 15 seconds left.
What gets wetter the more it dries?
7 answers. Okay, we have all answered this question. Oh wow, okay. Afnan remains leading and we see Amani.
I think we should also say the right answer at the end before we move ahead. Yeah, okay.
So the 6th question, what has to be broken before you can use it?
A glass, a seal, a window, an egg. This is very easy. They don't need 12 seconds to answer this.
5 seconds left.
So,
4, 3, 2, 1.
so before you go to the next, so it's an egg, right? You have to break it before you use it. So all 10 people got it right. Excellent. Very good. Superb. Yeah.
Afnan leading the scoreboard. Congrats.
Yeah. Good. Excellent.
7th question, I'm full of keys but I can't open any door. What am I?
I have a lot of keys. It's a slightly tricky question. You need to, a lot of people have answered. Yeah.
So the answer is piano.
It's piano, right? Piano has a key, right? Again, computer also has a key. I'm full of keys. So that full of keys is what makes the difference. Yeah. Now, a computer has a lot of other things also. Yeah. A piano has only keys. So a piano is more relevant. Yeah, than the computer.
If you have selected computer, then you get 6 points, and if it's piano, then it's 7 points.
Oh, okay. So both are right.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So Afnan is still leading the scoreboard. Congrats. I am light as a feather, yet the strongest man can't hold me for more than 5 minutes. What am I? One answer. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Wow, all of answer. Okay, so the answer is breath.
Yeah, even the strongest man can't hold it for more than 5 minutes, correct? So it's breath. Yeah.
Okay.
Omani, oh, there's a new person, or a new person has overtaken everybody. Omani. Oh, it's a close game. Wow. Everybody is in 4,400, 4,800. Anybody can win. Al Moyad is coming back with 3 correct answers in a row. Good, excellent. Yeah.
What kind of coat can only be put on when wet? 15 seconds left to have answered.
You can put it only when it's wet. I think it's fairly easy. Yeah.
Okay, so
Lovely.
coat of paint.
Okay. All right.
Omani is still leading. Yes. Congrats. So 3 more questions to go. 10th one. I am what I am, but if you know what I am, then I'm no longer what I am. What am I?
But if you know what I am, I'm no longer what I am. Yeah? Yeah, oh, everybody has got it. Huh?
A secret.
A secret, yeah. A lot of people like telling secrets to others, right? Yeah, they'll say it's a secret, don't tell anybody. Yeah? Yeah.
So Ryan is leading the scoreboard now. 2 more questions to go. The 11th one. What can you break without touching it? Okay, it's a promise.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan is still leading and Afnan has moved up.
And Amani has 8 correct answers. Lovely.
Last question.
Yeah.
What occurs twice in a week, once in a year, but never in a day?
Twice in a week, once in a year, but never in a day.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Yes, all have answered. So let's see the answer. The letter E.
The letter E, right? Oh, many of them have got it right. 9 of them have got it right. Okay. Good, excellent. Let's see who wins.
Amani. Third place.
Amani in 3rd place. Al Muad, excellent. Again, he is back. And Ryan is in the 1st place. Yeah, very good, superb, excellent, very, very good, very, very good. Very, very happy that you guys played this. Again, let me tell you, why did we play this? There's a reason for doing that. One very key aspect of improving your creativity and improving your innovative thinking is to have critical thinking and logical thinking skills. Yeah, and the more you work on things like this, because this is all logic, right? What we saw is all logic. These are all logical questions. Yeah. So is your mind trained to think logically? And this is something which you can train yourself. Yeah. If you go to a lot of companies where you apply, they give you tests. Okay. You go to you want to join PDO, you want to join a bank, you want to join a government department. Nowadays, everybody gives you written tests to write. Correct? A lot of written tests have critical thinking and logical questions like this. Yeah. So what has that got to do with employment? What has that got to do with success or in a particular role? the more you have the ability to think logically and critically, you can be successful in any function. Okay, that has been proved through research. Okay, that is why critical thinking abilities and logical thinking abilities are always considered as a good indicator of success in your job, whatever job it could be. Yeah, so that's why one aspect is always these kind of questions when you write competitive exams. All right, okay, good, excellent. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next slide. Now we have done a good amount of play, so it's time for some serious business. Okay, all right, how many of you know what is blue ocean strategy? Right, put your hands up. If you know what is blue ocean strategy, just put your hands up or put a thumbs up. I just want to know how many of you know this term, right? Blue ocean strategy, right? How many of you know this term? Right? How many of you know this term? Just put your hands up. If you don't know, it's okay. Anyway, we are going to talk about it, right? So we'll talk about it. We have how many more minutes left? 15 minutes. That's perfect. Yeah, we'll finish it in that timing, right? Am I sharing my screen? Yeah, my screen is seen. All right. So, what is blue ocean strategy? Blue ocean strategy is this, okay? It is a strategy or a business concept which advocates companies to explore new marketplaces. This is what happens when there is competition, right? You see what's happening in the red ocean? There are few fishes and more people catching fish, right? And what's happening in a blue ocean strategy? There's few people catching fish and there are more fishes. Okay, any industry or any company would love to survive or be in a blue ocean environment, right? But that does not happen. You're invariably in the red ocean environment. The minute you are successful, so many imitators, so many repetitors come, right? And suddenly they crowd your market and there are too many people vying for that piece of cake. And this is what happens in every commercial entity. If you are successful, you will have so many imitators, so many followers who will come and occupy the same space and they want to take a piece of the pie what you're eating, right? And that is red ocean. So what innovative companies keep doing is innovative companies keep moving towards blue oceans, right? They do something, they earn a lot of money because they are innovators, they are market leaders in what they are doing. And as soon as they see a lot of players coming into the market, they move away and move into a completely uncharted territory called as blue ocean. So that happens because of creativity and innovation. So they create their own markets, right? New markets. And then they start doing business in that market, right? When I say new market, I'm not saying they will move to another geography, they'll close the office here and go to another country. I didn't mean that. They expand their offerings, they bring in an innovation, they offer a different kind of service to people. So suddenly they have a completely new set of people who are their customers, right? And that is, in fundamental terminologies, what is a blue ocean strategy, right? So, in blue ocean strategy, there are three important concepts. Okay, one is called as value innovation. That means you redefine the market to create new consumers. So the best example given is Cirque du Soleil. How many people have heard Cirque du Soleil? Cirque du Soleil is a circus which is very popular in France and now popular all over the world. I think last year or year before last it was in Oman also. They ran a session in Oman Convention Center, right? So they combine circus and music and theatricals together, right? And suddenly a lot of people who are really not interested in going to circus started coming to it because that innovation was beautiful, right? So that's called as value innovation. They add a value to an existing format of business. So they added the concept of circus, the concept of lights, music, dance, everything to circus, and then suddenly a new market opened up. Okay, that is called as value innovation. Number two is creating disruptive innovation. This is where you are creating new market spaces where competition is irrelevant, focusing on untapped demand. So this low-cost airline is basically a disruptive innovation which happened, right? So basically they converted people who are traveling by trains and by buses to travel by air, right? Because they kind of matched the fares what it was. Today sometimes it's not always the case between Muscat and Dubai, but you have Salam Air, which is offering sometimes 6 riyals, 7 riyals ticket to go to Qatar, to go to Dubai, to go to Saudi, 15 riyals and at times, right? So they were able to do this, and that completely disrupted the aviation market, right? When the low-cost airlines came into picture, suddenly, so they were not really interested in the guys who were actually already flying, right? Because they had the money, they had a restriction of time, so they were flying, right? So that was perfectly okay. But they created their own market by disrupting the existing airline industry by bringing in low cost, and they had a model for it. They also made money, but they said you have to pay for your seat, you'll have to pay for your food. So they had different ways in which they made money, but the travel was the pure travel element was priced very less, right? So that is called as disruptive innovation. The third one is called as value co-creation, where partners with customers to develop product that better meets their needs and preferences. For example, your Airbnb, your Booking.com. So these are all technology-based enablers, and Uber, Uber is value co-creation. They added value to the existing concept of a taxi drive. Okay, they made that entire process very enjoyable, right? The entire process of traveling by a rented vehicle from point A to point B, the Uber made it very enjoyable, and a lot of people who wouldn't really take a taxi to go from point A to point B for various reasons started using that service, because Uber is not a taxi running company. Okay, Uber is a technology company, right? But they value co-created by offering value by their technology, by their solutions to people who are currently in the process of taking taxis. Talabat is a great example of value co-creation, right? Talabat is not a food industry, right? Talabat is basically an app. But what are they doing? They are value co-creating the concept of eating. Today, I order something. My monthly food bill, which used to be say 30 riyals, once upon a time is 100 riyals today, thanks to Talabat. The reason is I have access, right? Sitting at home, I can eat the shawarma which I like from a shop in Seeb. Okay, I don't have to move my place. Okay, by sitting at home, I can order for something which really I'm craving. In the night, 1 o'clock, I'm studying something. I feel like eating a chocolate cake. On a normal circumstance, I would have not eaten it, right? Or I would have eaten something else. But now I can eat the same chocolate cake I wanted sitting in my room by ordering it through Talabat. So that's a value co-creation, right? So these are examples of blue ocean strategy. So you are covering customers, you're covering new people into the net by doing these three things: value innovation, disruptive innovation, and value co-creation. I really encourage all of you to go through and read books on blue ocean strategy and value innovation. It's a great subject if you're getting into business, if you're in marketing, sales, you're a business owner, you are in any industry. Understanding this as a concept is something which will really do a lot of good to you. Okay, so as I said, these are 4 clusters. Okay, customer experience, tier 1 customer, and tier 2 non-customers. So tier 1 non-customer, they use taxi, they use Uber. Non-customer is somebody who wants to walk but now uses a taxi because it's more easier to do it, right? The other one is tier 3 customers who are not at all customers, but because the service is available and they like it and it's technology based and suddenly they all become customers, and that is exactly what is blue ocean, right? You are completely discovering a new area of customers who would come into your market and you will come into your business, right? So that is the classification. So this is how you kind of go ahead with the blue ocean strategy. Get started, understand where you are, imagine where you could be, and find out how you get there and make your move, right? Again, if you go, we will share. If you share your emails with us, or you are sharing.
I've sent it in the chat.
Okay, so Lasya is sharing it in the chat. We are sharing with you a very interesting masterclass document which was on blue ocean strategy, which was written by Brian Levy, which was published in Emerald Publishing. It came in the Strategy and Leadership magazine. A chapter of that is something which we are sharing. Go through it. It's an excellent piece of work in terms of what blue ocean strategy is. We don't have time to do more detailed delve into it, but I have given you the overall thing of what blue ocean is. Okay, so coming to the last point of our session, right? As I said, creativity is the ability to conceive new and original ideas. Innovation is implementing new ideas to create value. That's the biggest difference. Okay, if you are innovating something, you have to create value, right? It's your way of adapting to fast-changing technological landscapes, meeting evolving customer needs and expectations. As I said, customer needs are today. I am not at all interested in paying money, haggling with the taxi driver, and sitting. Especially take Oman, right? The new taxi apps which have come. A lot of people who never want to go into the taxi because you have to bargain with the taxi driver. He will say 1 riyal, you'll say 500 paisas, and there's a lot of communication which happens, and then they agree. And some people didn't want to really get into it. Today there is no conversation. You use the app, you sit in the taxi, it takes you wherever, and then you do it, right? So it's meeting customer expectations. So a lot of people are using it. Okay, so the minute you have creativity and innovation in all products and services you're offering, you're differentiating yourself from competition. There is enhanced customer satisfaction and loyalty, and streamlined operations and cost savings, right? So when we say creativity and innovation, these are 5 or 6 critical things you need to have in you, and these are things which can be developed, right? Open-mindedness. You need to be open-minded. Don't be closed. Oh, that will not work. Oh, this is useless. Don't have that mindset. Accept anything which comes to you and look at the goodness in that, right? Idea generation. As I said, you should have that idea generation capacity and curiosity and continuous learning. Keep constantly looking at what's happening in the market. Read. You pick up information from everything: social media, books, WhatsApp chats. You can get an idea from anything, and be flexible and adaptable. Don't be very closed, and take calculated risks. Okay, you can't live a life without taking risks. Even when you're crossing the road, you're taking risk, right? Yeah, so you have to take risks in life. Otherwise, you will not be able to really foster creativity, right? In terms of innovation, you should have the problem-solving mentality. You should follow, as I said, those 3 techniques: brainstorming, round-robin techniques, doodling, sketching and doodling technique, mind mapping techniques. So you should follow, whenever you have a problem, follow a structured approach to solve the problem. Implementation ability, right? You should have the ability to execute. Okay, execution is key in business. You can have great ideas, great strategies, but if you are a poor executor, nothing is going to work, right? You also have to have a good collaborative mentality and working with teams, accepting all kinds of people, accepting all kinds of culture, working with a diverse team, working with diverse nationalities will always bring in more innovation. And they've always seen innovation exists the highest when there is diversity, right? When you have a diverse set of people, somebody from Russia, somebody from Oman, somebody from India, somebody from Africa, somebody from China, when they all work together as a team, the kind of ideas they generate is far, far superior to a all one nationality group, right? Because they're all conditioned by culture, conditioned by thinking in terms of thinking in a particular way, right? The minute you have diversity, you get tremendous thinking, right? And market awareness. So these are clear competencies which you can develop when for being more creative and innovative. Okay, what are the key challenges? Resistance to change. I want to remain status quo. I don't want to do this. I want to do that. Okay, I'm comfortable in a zone. And a lot of old people are in this mode. I would say the Generation Z is much more open to change, but the older people are very resistant to change. Risk aversion. Oh, I don't want to take a risk. I will do this because this was done earlier. I don't want to do anything new, right? Time and resource constraint. We don't have the time. We have to implement it tomorrow, right? Last, very, very important mindset. Okay, very, very, very important. This will not work. And that comes because of various reasons. So you need to have the creative and innovative mindset. Okay, let me finish this with an example of failure. Okay, we all know Apple and Amazon as very successful companies, right? But the fact is that Amazon failed in so many of their experiments, right? They introduced something called as a Fire Phone. They introduced something called as an Amazon destination, Amazon auctions, endless com, etc. And they failed in all of them. So one led to something else. For example, their Amazon destinations, the Amazon auctions basically transitioned into Amazon Marketplace. Okay, it didn't work as Amazon auctions, but it worked as Amazon Marketplace. Likewise, endless.com, which they launched for luxury footwear, terribly failed, but then they folded it and kind of put it into the basic Amazon. Okay, so as I said, you should not be afraid of failures. And if you see, this one mentioned it in his speech, right? Failure should not be considered as a negative. Edward de Bono mentioned it. It should be considered as a positive term. You should be encouraged to fail, right? And that's what all successful organizations do. Do you think every effort of Apple works? No. Out of 10 efforts, probably 6 or 7 fail, only 3 or 4 work, right? So for that, you should encourage cross-departmental collaboration, continuously work on learning and development. There are also successful banks which have done a lot of innovative work. Basically, you need to have a good ecosystem which recognizes and rewards innovation, creates a safe place for ideation. As I said, don't kill failures, right? And one company which has really done very, very good work in terms of this is Apple. Apple has constantly been good in innovation. Can you imagine today how much we are addicted to the phone which we carry with us and all the innovations? And did you ever think you can pay fines on phones? You can track flights on phones. You can order food on phones. We never thought of these things, right? So Apple came in with all, and supply chain, right? Apple manages a full supply chain using their app, right? Their app, ties up one full ecosystem of vendors and one ecosystem of consumers. You pay money to the vendor through Apple. Apple just takes an override of that and make money out of that. So basically, Apple is a technology platform which offers you several solutions. Okay, so they have really mastered the art of innovation. Another company which you should study is 3M. Okay, they're extremely popular, extremely good in innovations, and a lot of technologies which they brought in is based on the mindset of innovation and creativity. So 3M recruits only for innovation and creativity. They don't look at education. They don't look at experience. Okay, they do an assessment, and if you are good in innovation and creativity, you are hired. Okay, and a lot of companies do it that way, right? So that kind of brings us to the end of the session. We are going to do a small knowledge check. So these are going to be questions which we are going to ask from whatever we have discussed. This is also going to be on Kahoot, and I am going to announce a prize of 3 10 Riyal vouchers for the first 3 participants who get the first 3 places. We will, from RAB, we will give you 3 10 Riyal gift vouchers from Mall of Oman, yeah, and for all the 3 winners, yeah, the first 3 winners. So we will hand it over to, we will take your details as soon as you win it, and then we'll either hand it over to Oman Arab Bank or we will directly contact you and give it to you, okay? I'll give you a minute for all of you to join. There is a prize, 3 10 Riyal gift vouchers to be won. So join and play this Kahoot. And if you're successful, you will probably, one dinner is on us, yeah? So I'll give you 30 seconds to join this session. All questions asked are things on what we discussed, right? So if you're good, you'll get an opportunity to win a 10 Riyal gift voucher from us, yeah. We'll give you a Mall of Oman gift voucher. We'll take your details and give it to you, yeah. I'll give you another 15 seconds or 20 seconds for more people to log in. Oh, excellent. There are a lot of newcomers, yeah, who have come in, yeah.
I think they all got excited.
Yeah, true. Even I am excited. Yeah. Ali Baba is also there. There's a new guy called as Ali Baba. Yeah, Amani. Yeah, Amani name sounds familiar. I think she won last time, or she was leading. Yeah, there is Sarah. There are so many people. So I'll give you another 10 seconds. Any last minute joiners, 3 10 Riyal gift vouchers to be won. Yeah. On answering this question. And these are all questions I'm going to ask on what we discussed. Okay? All right. We are starting the game. Over to you, Lasya. All the best.
All the best.
All the best.
So here is our first question. 3, 2, 1, and go. Which aspect of digital transformation in banking do you think has the most potential for creative disruption and why? 20 seconds to answer. Fast. We have 4, 5 answers. 8 more seconds left. 10 answers.
Lovely.
Great. So the answer is blockchain and cryptocurrency integration.
As I was telling you, blockchain is going to have the maximum impact on banking as we go ahead, and I told you the reason. The tokenization of transaction and the legitimacy of transaction, which is warranted, completely makes it redundant. All the middlemen who are sitting in between, like credit card companies, all become redundant. Okay, this is going to really change the way banks function as we go ahead, right? Okay. Who is leading?
Salim.
Okay, Salim is leading, and again, everybody is very close. Anybody could win. All right, go ahead.
So the second question: which myth about creativity do you think is the most limiting in banking industry, and how can we overcome it?
Which myth is the most limiting in the banking industry? Okay, and how can we overcome it? What is it? Okay.
So the answer is creativity is only for artists. This is a myth. Yes. Okay, we move on to the next question. Okay, we see the scoreboard before we move on to the next question. Okay, Ahmed is leading the scoreboard now. Gear up, others. Next question. Which creativity technique is most applicable to your role?
We spoke about a lot of things. Something which is very relevant to anybody in business. Yeah.
So yes, we have the answers. The answer is blue ocean strategy.
Lovely. I'm so happy people have really listened to me. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Salim is leading the board.
Salim is on fire. He's got 3 answers in a row. Yeah.
Yes. What key factor drives banking innovation success per case study? As per the case study, yes. As per the case study that we discussed, what were the key factors that drives banking innovation is the question.
One key factor which drives this innovation and happening in the banking industry.
Okay, the answer is all of the above.
Oh, absolutely. Super. Okay.
So all of these answers, they are the key factors to drive.
Excellent, excellent. 10 of them have got it right.
Yeah.
Super. Yeah.
So Salim is still leading the scoreboard.
Yeah.
How can the concept of blue ocean strategy influence your approach to customer service in the banking industry? 20 seconds to answer.
So how can blue ocean strategy help with the bank? What does blue ocean strategy do basically? Yeah? By what?
10 answers. Okay, all of them have answered. The answer is by focusing on creating value over competing.
Yeah. So instead of competing, you're creating value. That is the most important thing, right? That's what blue ocean strategy says. Value innovation, right? You create value, and that's how you get more customers. Otherwise, banking is same everywhere, right? So excellent. Many of them, majority of them answered it right. Salim, Ahmed, Hajar, excellent. I'm so happy. Yeah.
Which of the following is an essential competency for fostering innovation in your team?
We saw this. Yeah. We saw this in our last few slides. It must be fresh in your memory. One key component, which we said is important.
Resistance to change is the answer, yes.
Okay. Lee is coming up. Yeah.
What is the biggest obstacle to creativity and innovation in your organization? So 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is all of the above.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh, Salim is still leading.
8th question: How might open banking spur innovation and its potential risks in finance?
So open banking, we spoke about open banking, right?
Two seconds left. Okay, the answer is by allowing more data sharing, increasing risk of data breaches. Okay, Salim is still leading. 9th question: Which non-customer segment could innovation banking significantly attract? 17 seconds left. We have 3 answers.
So as I said, the digital banking example, etc., which target population is it addressing?
Great. The answer is individuals who find the industry unfeasible or unattractive.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, we see Leah leading the board now. The last question.
Lee, yeah.
Lee.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes. The last question: Which blue ocean strategy principle can create new banking market spaces? Five seconds left. And the answer is form new demand to render competition irrelevant.
Because you shouldn't be worried about competition, right? Let them keep fighting. I move to a new market. That's what Blue Ocean says, right? Wow. So QB is in third position with 4,022 points. Lee in second position and Salam in first position, right? Excellent. Congratulations, and runners up are Ahmed and this one. So Salam, Lee and QB, whoever you are, please share your email addresses on the chat the chat box, so that we can contact you, and we will ensure that in the next 4-5 days we will ensure that the gift vouchers reach you. Yeah. So thank you very much, and that brings us to the end of the session. I hope you found the session interesting. I'll be happy to hear your comments on whatever you learned and what is the most important thing which you are going to carry as a message. Yeah. So just put in your chat box in the chat. What is the most important takeaway for you out of this 2 hours of spending time in terms of listening to us, right? So what are the couple of important takeaways, right? Let's just spend 2 minutes in just writing it down. You write it in the chat box, so that I know what has attracted you the most in terms of whatever we have prepared. Okay, what's your most important takeaway, right? Just use the chat box. We'll keep the chat box open for the next 2 minutes. Please write your comments, and I really enjoyed interacting with all of you. Though it was an online session, I did not physically see you, but we interacted and had a lot of fun, right? And that's really nice about it. Okay, so that's really good. Okay, so so thank you very much, and I will log off. We will keep the session on for 2 minutes. I'd like to get your comments on what did you benefit the most from this lecture. Thank you, Oman Arab Bank, for organizing this and giving us an opportunity to kind of connect with young people like you. I'm very happy to do this, and we wish the bank all the success in such endeavors as they go ahead, and I wish you all the success in whatever you are doing. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Masalam. Bye. Share the certificate screen, right?
وصلت ما وصلت فيها؟ وصلت وحدة بدون هذا. قفل everything once more. Excellent. وصل لهم هذا.
Thank you very much.
Scan your certificate.
And I did good in the caboose.
You also participated?
Yeah, of course. In the last one, I got first. Salam. The first one, I think I got first. The second one, I got third. The last one, I wrote my father's name. That's my name.
Excellent. Very good. Excellent. Very happy.
Yeah, the cahoots were nice.
Yeah.
Good and engaging too.
Engaging too.
Yeah.
We use Kahoot in a lot of our programs. It's nice. Yeah. Especially if it's a virtual format. It makes it interesting for people to collaborate and work together. Thank you, Lasya. I think overall it went well. We had a few technology challenges, but it's okay. Yeah. Happens. You've got the email addresses of all three? Okay, excellent. You've taken the email address.
عشان ننقل الفيديو.
Email addresses? You
Yes,
have it
it's
with you.
still on. So
That's okay. If you
You've got
got
the
email
emails?
addresses, we can close. You can log out.
it was you. Oh, it's Salim is you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My father's name.
That's all right. No worries. We will write to you officially and we'll let you know when the approach is right. Good, you got a lot of questions right. Quite impressed. Not easy. Not easy.
As I told you, I asked the creators the other day. So
Excellent. Happy to know.
Salim. Yeah.
Ending. خلاص. You've got everything, yeah? We can end it?
Yeah, you can end it.
Yes.